What's up guys, Perry here, and we are back with another Anime Vanguards video. It's been a while since I used that intro. In this video, we're going to be talking about ways that you can prepare for Update 4 in Anime Vanguards. And as we all know, they have set a confirmed release date on their little Roblox game. There is an event going on right now, and Update 4 will come out on February 23rd, Sunday, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. in what time zone? I'm not too sure, but just know that we will be getting the update very soon. So this is great news for us, but now you got to ask yourself, how can I prepare for the update so I can be as ready as possible and I can get all the cool new units and use them as soon as possible? Well, that's exactly what this video is going to be about, so let's get started. The first thing that I think you should do, this is priority number one. If you take anything away from this video, it should be this: grind out Evo materials. You need to have as many essence stones as possible for when the update comes out, because you're going to need them to evolve your units. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Yes, there are other important things like stat chips and super stat chips. Those will be useful later down the line. But above anything else, you absolutely need to have essence stones. Ideally, you'll have the max number for every single one of them, because let's be honest, essence stones are extremely easy to get. There's double drops on the weekends. You get double essence stones from the challenges. You can macro the legend stages to get as many essence stones as you want. You can get essence stones from the presents that drop in the portals. There is just such an abundance of getting essence stones. You can get it from the boss event. You get what I'm trying to say? There's so many different ways for you to get essence stones that there's really no excuse for you not to be stocked up on them when the update comes. They're extremely easy to get, and they're extremely vital to the progression in this game, so make sure you get them. Since we're getting a full number update, this is Update 4, we're going to be getting a lot of Bleach units. A lot of them are going to be presumably in the banner. Maybe you're going to need to do some special stage, a raid, a boss event, who knows? But you know what I do know for sure? You are going to need essence stones to evolve any of them. And if they're anything like the previous units that we've gotten in prior updates, they're probably going to require some sort of evolution item, and that's just more essence stones that you have to waste. So yeah, keep in mind, these evolutions are probably going to be pricey in terms of evolution materials, so you got to be stocked up. You got to be ready. You don't want to be that guy when update day comes and all your friends are using the cool new units that they evolved because they prepared, and then there's you that's still grinding out legend stages to get your essence stones up. So yeah, that's tip number one. Next tip that I would recommend: get a lot of gold. Gold is extremely useful in this game. You can use it for stat transfers. You can use it to buy things from the shop. You need to use it to craft the evolution items, I believe. Let me double check just so I'm not dumb. Yeah, you need 10k gold. So I'd say for the update, you want to have like 200k to 100k gold minimum, just so you can comfortably get everything in the update without having to worry about gold. And excuse me, something in my throat. Gold isn't that hard to get. You might be asking me, how did I get 900,000 gold? It was most of it was from summoning. Don't summon on the winter banner, because as you can see, you're not going to get any gold back. You're actually going to get presents. Did I just get 2 in a row? Can we go for 3? All right. I'm getting distracted. Don't summon the winter banner. That one is only going to give you presents, as you can see on the right-hand corner of the screen. But if you do the normal banner, or I guess this one's called special, it's just the standard banner. Every single time you summon, you will get some gold. And although it may not seem like a lot, I'm only getting 500 gold every spinner, so maybe 1,000 if I'm lucky. Trust me, this adds up, especially when you're summoning for units in the first place. Like if you don't have Alucard yet, you're going to be summoning for him a lot. Or if you don't have some of the good meta mythics that are in the little summoning banner, you're going to be going for them anyway. The gold is going to stack up. Trust me, you'll get a lot of gold when you spend a lot of gems on the banner. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but don't underestimate how much gold the little summoning banner gives you. That's where I got the bulk of my gold. Also, another great way of getting gold. Let's see. Let's go up here. I love this bike so much. It's so fun to use. The boss event, if you go over here, go into the shop, you can actually get a lot of gold from here. Now, I know it says it's only 10. It's not 10. You get 50,000 gold, and you can buy that 10 times, which equates to 500,000 gold. That is a lot. And you don't even have to grind out the boss event to be able to buy all this gold. You have to do it like, I don't know, maybe a couple times. It's not going to feel very long. The gold is also pretty cheap to get. It's only 10 tokens, so you'll be chilling. That is a lot of gold. It's a great avenue if you want to get some gold fast before the update. And let's move on to the next tip. That is going to be pre-farm stats. This one, I think is super duper important. Only if you're a mid-max player, if you're a real tryhard, you should be doing this. If you're just playing the game casually, this isn't as required. But over here, we have the stat transfers. As you all know, you can transfer good traits from a unit that you don't care about onto a good unit that has bad traits. This has been universal practice since the game added it. So let me give you an example, right? I only have 42 stat chips. Okay, let's see. We're just going to gamble real quick, right? I have this Vegeta. I'm going to re-roll. I got an S. Let's say I want to keep that S. Well, I don't want to keep it on Vegeta. I already have a Vegeta. So I have my stat transfer. Sacrifice. Let's go get Vegeta. Where is he at? There he is. Perfect. Let's say I want to put the S range on my... Okay, we can't do it on... It has to be the same rarity. I forgot to mention that. Boom. 10,000 gold. I could instantly go from C range to S range immediately without having to do anything. A better example would be, let's say I have this Valentine, right? He has godly SPA, but I don't plan on using this Valentine. But let's say I plan on using my Jogo. I could immediately transfer this godly SPA, make him way better, and it's not going to cost me anything besides 10,000 gold, which isn't much to begin with. So if you're really trying to be a super duper hardcore tryhard on the update day, which is February something, next Sunday I believe, you should have a minimum of a Z stat on damage, SPA, and range. You should try to at least have that a couple times. I know this might take a while. You're going to have to grind out a lot of worthiness and do a lot of rerolls. A guaranteed way to get easy Z stats is to just get full S stats and then evolve a unit, because your unit's stats always go up one tier when you evolve them. That's a pretty pricey method, but it's a very, very easy way to get guaranteed Z stats. Why do I say that you want to get Z stats minimum? Because whenever you get the new Bleach units and you're about to evolve them, if you have Z stats on them as their base, they're all going to automatically upgrade to Z+. And that is the highest tier that you can get guaranteed. You cannot get guaranteed godly... godly stats anymore. You can't get guaranteed godly anymore. But you can still get guaranteed Z+, which is the next best thing, and it's still incredibly good. So, yeah. If you're going to evolve any unit, a good rule of thumb, you should have S stats on the minimum. But if you're a real hardcore player, you should have Z minimum. Like, it's not hard to grind out stats, and you'll be thanking yourself in the long run when your units are doing the most damage possible, because you took the time out of your day to grind out those stats. And that is going to wrap up tip number 3. Now, for the 4th tip, grind out gems. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but you're going to want to grind out gems, because it's not confirmed, but I am almost 99.999% sure that the new Bleach units, at least some of them, are going to be in the banner. This is no new Renaissance way of thinking. It's been like that update after update. A lot of new units come, a good chunk of them end up being in the banner. So what do you want to do? You want to have as many gems as possible. Now, I'm kind of slacking. I wanted to get 1,000,000 gems before the update, but I kind of got a little sidetracked playing other games, so I didn't exactly get to macro gems. I have 400,000 right now, which is more than enough to hit pity multiple times, summon whatever mythics that I need to get in the new banner, so I'm not too worried. I'd say a good rule of thumb, before every update, you want to have at least 50k gems stockpiled in your inventory here, just so you can be guaranteed to get a couple of the mythics when they come out. Maybe not all of them. I know I'm definitely going to be able to get all of them. But yeah, with at least 50k gems in the bank, I believe you should be fine for the update for the time being. And now that we're done with tip number 4, I'll move on to our 5th and probably final tip. Do your battle pass. We don't know when the battle pass is going to leave, or at least I'm not too sure. If someone does know that if there's already a confirmed date, correct me in the comments. Datara, and where's the other one? Sasori. I have not evolved them yet myself. I do know that they're pretty useful units to have. Which is the one that stuns? Is it this one? Attack, stun enemies. Yeah, this one's a pretty good stall unit. And Sasori. I don't know if this guy's amazing. I know that Datara is a pretty decent stun unit. You should get them anyway. Even if you don't think they're good, they are going to be tradable in the future. So whenever trading gets added, you're going to have a little bit more value within your inventory just by getting them. And they're super duper easy to get. They're free to get. All you need to do is play the game to get Battle Pass XP. So there's no reason not to have these before Update 4. And I'd say the most valuable Battle Pass unit, obviously, it's going to be Hakura Ren. She was the first ever Battle Pass unit. She's not really obtainable anymore, though, so don't really worry about her. And I said that was going to be the last tip. I lied. I have one more. Do your world lines. I'm a huge hypocrite. I'm on floor 2, so I might be cooked. But as Death, which is the guaranteed unit that you get from world lines, let me see. Right here, she is an S tier unit, meta slow, really good crowd control. She is an incredibly good unit. She might be the best slow unit in the game. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I know Amelia is also very good. But as Death is an incredibly good unit, and I don't believe world lines are going to leave an update 4. Again, you guys might have to correct me in the comments. But I do know that that's not permanent. These are not eternal, and you're going to want to get your world lines done as soon as possible. You also get some pretty decent rewards, some trait rerolls, some gems. The rerolls are the main thing that you're going to care about. But yeah, make sure you do your world lines just so you can have Death. She will definitely serve you well in the next update, because having a good slow unit is almost essential on most teams. With all that being said, I think we're done for today's video. So let's do a quick little recap. Number 1, you want to get as many Essence Stones as humanly possible before the update. Number 2, you want to get gold, because with gold, you're going to be able to transfer traits, evolve units, etc., etc. Gold is very useful. Number 3, get yourself some... Well, actually, that's number 4. Number 3, make sure you have good stats so you can stat transfer. Make sure you farm stats before the update comes, so you can evolve your units, and they're as good as they can possibly be right off the rip. Step 4, or tip 4, make sure you get yourself some gems, because we know for sure there will be some units in the banner. Well, maybe not for sure, Nothing is certain, but I can almost tell you with 100% degree of certainty, there's obviously going to be new banner units in a new update. Like, come on, put 2 and 2 together. Step number 5, or tip number 5, make sure you max out your battle pass, because even though these 2 units, they're not going to be game-breaking, they're still pretty good units, and they will be tradable in the future because they are of the exclusive rarity. And the final tip, make sure you do your world lines. With all that being said, that is my video on how to prepare for Update 4 in Anime Vanguards. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited for in Update 4. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Stay tuned for more content, and we will catch you in the next one.